Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to share with you what is feeling underwater, but I imagine everybody knows how to dive here. Please raise your hand who has been underwater. Everybody. A little, just a really small group, but I imagine that you have felt that you feel very comfortable, that you have been again inside of the body of your mom, so it's very safe. This feeling is, I started to dive when I was a teenager, so I felt very emotional attached to the coral reefs. So I started to study marine biology. Then I got a job at the government. I noticed that I have to convince politicians, so I wanted to learn more about economics, so I got a scholarship. I went to Harvard. I do environmental economics and policy analysis. And then I went back again to Colombia, and I say, but now we need to involve also people, because management is all about people. So I needed to learn more about social sciences. I got another scholarship. I went to Holland. And this passion was increasing and increasing all the time. I was a little bit disappointed looking at the coral reefs dying little by little, getting deteriorated, and I needed to do something. So I finished my 3 master's degree, and then I went back to Colombia all the time doing research in Colombia. And I also got an honors scholarship for the PhD studies in Edinburgh, close to here. And I just wanted to do something, to walk an extra mile, to make a difference in Colombia. So in 2008, I created this International Coral Reef Initiative Colombia. It's a foundation, it's an NGO that built a network of 300 people sending information, very valuable information, because government need evidence to improve coral reef management. So they are taking pictures of what is happening over there in the coral reef areas all the time. And also, we have kind of been interacting with all the fisheries communities, and we found out that there are personas in the communities, and we have to involve them. We have to listen to them. And then we have this case study that I wanted to share with you. It's in Capurganá, Cabo Tiburón, the only not protected area of coral reef, not protected, that is in the border close to the Panama area. That's in Cabo Tiburón. Is the most further area in the Caribbean Sea. And we have lionfish there. That was in 2010, the first report. And we went with the scuba divers to have a training for the volunteers so they can report in a more scientific way what they are seeing. And then we realized that the community needed more information about what was happening underwater. So we dove the whole day underwater and took videos, pictures, and at night we joined the community. And the community was listening very well. We even gave samples of lionfish, so everybody tasted and they liked it. Fortunately, everybody liked it, even kids, they wanted to eat more and more. And there was a really big man from the audience that was coming to me saying, who gives you permission to stay here? You don't have permission of the community to come here. And he said, I imagine that you are a MICTU, I said to him. I have heard in the government that you are the representative of the community, but I haven't heard from you when I sent an email that I was coming here. So he said, well, I did receive it, but I didn't reply. Because he was a little bit preventive, like everybody from the government, from the academia was looking for him in order to get information, because we needed to have information in order to plan if we're going to improve management there. So the way that he treated, like he was the authority, but at the same time he was very aggressive. I was a little bit disappointed. I went out of the room and I went again to another area. We took a plane. And in the airplane was the psychologist that was helping the NGO, the foundation. And I asked her, what can I do to improve that? Because I need to do something in that community, because it's really important to have that information and to improve the coral reef management. And she said to me, everybody has emotions. We all do have emotions and feelings when we make decisions. So just think about what can make that attitude coming up from him. So I think perhaps if I just go with more respect, perhaps if I taking out from the audience and saying, I come just to talk to you, first of all, perhaps he's going to react in a better way. And I actually thought that he was really important, so it was not just making it up. I just really wanted him to be part of the solution. So next time I went to say to him, I am just looking for you this time, because this time I'm going to do something else, not just environmental education. Here I just wanted to improve, to go for the next step in the protection of these beautiful treasures, I said. You have a beautiful treasure underwater. And he said, we know what we have underwater. We know more than any scientist in the world what we have underwater. And I said, that's the point. We want you to share that with us, but we want you to guide a little bit, because we need certain patterns to have a reliable data set. So I was acknowledging his authority with a lot of respect, and telling him that I have been with the government, and the government knew he was the representative of the community. He opened his mind. It was magically. Immediately he ordered, he said, every fisherman can give data set, reliable data set, because he even confessed that he was giving not reliable data to the government. He was lying to the government. So for us was an achievement for us. And since then on, we are receiving data from the fisheries, but it's not just, it's reliable data, because they go and their land go directly to the accounting. The accountant is the person who gets the information in the books. And these books are watched by every fisherman in the community, because they get money from that. So they have to be real, they have to be true. And they are providing, and they're sharing with that information. And we are going to present it here at 3:30 in door chart A. So for us, and for me, and you, the conservationists, this is an achievement that we are making, involving the community, and the trust has been gained, and they are providing information, reliable information. Thank you very much.